Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, our way of thinking TV popping out on this good old Saturday morning. Yeah, coming to y'all with a reaction. We're gonna do a reaction. We're gonna get into this. There's a lot been going on. Um, yeah, it's just a lot been going on. This story here, shout out to the family TV. Um, it's been floating around, so I just wanted to kind of take the time to address it. I don't know all the parts of it. 13-year-old girl um, who's missing. They believe that her father may have had something to do with it. She goes by the name Kemani Latigue. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I do apologize. She was reported missing, and yeah, and I just want to kind of put it out there um, for those who may not know about the story. Or this is just a sad situation to see these things happening to all these young children. I just did a video on the two deceased twins, and we talk a lot about the celebrities, and RIP to young Scooter. I did hear about that, but we gotta, not to say that his life doesn't matter. Of course it does, but we want to make sure we addressing real issues. Not to say this that his issues not real, but what I mean is that it's issues that get overlooked because they're not famous, or they're not on a platform, or you know they're not viral. They don't have a lot of views, so a lot of times their story and their case gets overlooked. So yeah, I just want to get into this. Make sure, I do thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for the 56 subscribers. Please also make sure y'all go and check out my Twitch. Go follow that. The link is in the bio up top. That's a little bit different content, more in real life, mukbangs, things like that, more vibey, not so serious type of content. Um, more reactions, but over there is just more uh I don't want to take it to being so sad. Some of this content is so sad and can get you in your feelings, to where the Twitch, we just kind of want to vibe a little bit over there and, just talk real life things. But yeah. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you're rocking with me. Um, get in the chat, or well, get in the comments. I'm saying chat, that's what they say over on Twitch. So, excuse me. Get in the comments. Give me your opinion, what you think of the story. Let me know what y'all want me to cover next. But we going to react to this. Um, yeah, once again, shout out to the Family TV. We going to react to this video here.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
Reference that a crowd this year. Oh, she got that bear mace in her hand.
Who got the bear mace in her hand?
She want to fight. Granny want to fight.
She trying to bear mace, y'all.
The cops ain't gonna be able to save her.
Record her. We gonna dump her shit down.
Oh, she got mace in a big.
Hey, pink headband. No, don't do that.
Look, he said ain't nothing he could do. Oh, they can.
They said there ain't nothing they can do if she do that.
No, that's because they don't go over there. That bear mace don't.
Yeah. Asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kemani Latigue.
This is the mama right here. They will not even let her see the baby. But they on the news saying it's her.
When my kids friends.
Toledo weird.
There's no reason my daughter would ever be over here.
Today make a week she's been gone, and this is not right. We just want to get her home.
Praying for the best, but of course always prepare for the worst.
It's very unfortunate, but it's life. Sometimes, man, a child can be failed from the very beginning. And that seemed like what we got here today. A child is innocent.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a very exciting announcement for parents everywhere. It's called Mint Kids.
And until they get older, their guardian, their parents, and in some cases their grandparents are the ones who lead the way. What if I told you all the above failed them? How would you assume this story will play out? Now, fam, it's imperative you guys stay on track because this story can be very confusing if you're not on point. Now, we're here today to talk about a Toledo man who, some say, killed himself, but according to authorities, is on the run for killing his own daughter and putting her in an abandoned home. A young girl who went missing for over a week. Now, mind you, you'll later check out that this man was on the news less than 48 hours after she was missing, claiming to be looking for her, acting like he was there for her best interests. And next to him speaking was the grandmother. And let's just say, at the end of the week, when this young woman's body was discovered, she left in handcuffs. Now, this incident managed to take place on live. Well, at least the ending. And finding this young girl in an abandoned building with the grandmother seems to already know where she was at. And that makes you wonder, where's the mom? But then suddenly we get the answer. It comes 10 days later on Facebook Live. But you guys will later check out. The biological mom appears to be in the crowd, with the other concerned neighbors inquiring about the young girl in the abandoned home. It seems she was just as lost as the people who was in the crowd. But then she started to speak, and she mentioned she don't have custody of her daughter. Her mother do. And her mom basically, allegedly played funny business to take her daughter from her. But at that point, everything became more weird, but ironically made more sense. Like, why is a man her mom claimed her daughter said is not the biological father of her granddaughter be at her house at almost midnight with his cousin to be with her granddaughter? And why the daughter said in the live her mom wasn't supposed to have her baby father at her house. But at that point, I started to do my own research, fam, because it was beginning to be too many moving pieces. And let's just say the grandmother and the father have an extensive criminal record, which we'll later check out. So for the grandmother to have custody and not the mom, with what we're about to discuss, should let you know the type of situation this young girl was brought in. But nonetheless, we go over this story. We pay our respects to this young victim, and we see who allegedly.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. The grandmother got a criminal record and then she got custody.
Held responsible to her ultimately losing her life at such an early age. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Fam, meet Kemani Latigue, a 13-year-old teenager from Toledo, Ohio. It seems she's raised by her grandmother, a woman who go by the name Dorothy Latigue. Born October 16, 1974, Miss Dorothy got a number of arrests. Her last arrest dating back in 2019, back in September, where the defendant was ordered to provide her information that she was the subject of an investigation involving gunshots being fired. The defendant refused to provide information several times to the sergeant and was placed into custody. And on May 12, 2015, she was charged with aggravated burglary. Apparently, the defendant did break the screen door and entered the residence where she then assaulted Athena Clinton. Clinton was hit in the back of the head and in the face several times, causing several knots and bruises. Clinton is the source of information. This incident happened on the 2000 block of LaGrange in Toledo. Now, this is where I want you guys to pay attention, fam, because now we're about to talk about Dorothy's daughter, who happens to be her granddaughter's mom. Her name is Tierra Cashton, and I found out how Dorothy have custody of Tierra's daughter. It was an incident that took place in 2012 where Tierra got arrested when her daughter was only weeks. Back on December 17, 2012, Tierra was with 3 to 4 males who jumped the victim, beating them on the head. As this was happening, Tierra was stealing the victim's credit card out of his pockets. This was seen by a neutral third-party witness who was working in the area. Charged with robbery, she had a $50,000 bond with no percent. And she had a public defender. She ended up taking a plea. And ever since that day, Tierra's mom had custody of her daughter. So now we know about Tierra. Let's talk about Kemani's dad, Tierra's daughter's father, a man who go by the name of Darnell Jones. Darnell have an extensive criminal rap sheet as well. Born June 17, 1991, Darnell Jones was arrested. On August 30 of 2022, Darnell had knowingly possessed a Taurus 9, but he was a convicted felon. According to authorities, he fired the pistol at 715 Main Street. He was found lying in the parking lot of a daycare with the firearm still in his hand. The spent casing was found next to the defendant. He was either drunk or high, or both. He also got arrested again on July 29, 2019, where he physically assaulted his wife who was pregnant at the time. This incident happened on the 400 block of 4th Street in Toledo, Ohio, where Darnell Jones did knowingly cause physical harm to his wife, grabbing her around the neck and holding her over the second-story balcony. And according to his arrest papers, his wife had physical marks on her neck as well. So fam, at this point, we're a little more than 5 minutes into the video, and we didn't talk about all their criminal history, but we got a pretty idea on Kemani's dad, mom, and grandmother's
Whole family dysfunctional. The little girl just ain't even have a chance.
criminal history. So we know out the gate, Kemani's had a challenge, having stability in her home. And so we stay on track. The reason we say all that is because less than 24 hours ago of me making this video, authorities found the body of the missing 13-year-old Toledo girl, Kemani Latigue, on Monday. And her father, who was initially charged with abduction, is now charged with murder. The Lucas County Coroner's Office confirmed that the body was found on the second floor of an abandoned house on Miami Street in Toledo. An autopsy is scheduled for Tuesday to determine how the girl died. But let's talk about how we got here. March 16, 2025 was the last day that Kemani was heard from, according to her grandmother Dorothy and her dad Darnell. And according to their statements, without saying it, Kemani get herself together for school, and she's expected to go to school at the age of 13 without making sure she had breakfast or even got there safe. And here's how we know. Because according to the grandmother, she last heard from her granddaughter that Sunday night after 10 p.m. Her grandmother said she came from work and the door was unlocked. And at that point, we knew Kemani was staying home alone at 13. She quoted, "It was Monday morning when I came home. She wasn't here. Of course, she was supposed to be on her way to school. But according to the way the house was set up once I got here, because it was in complete disarray, she wasn't here. So I called the school so I can talk to her. They said that she wasn't there, saying she saw her night clothes and pajamas in different spots in the house. But standing right next to her as she told the news that was the dad, Darnell, trying his best to keep a cool face. He said that Kemani had texted him to come over because she was afraid of being home alone. He said he came over with his cousin CJ and waited there for a couple of hours before leaving just before midnight. That was his statement. And it's more than 48 hours since Kemani was allegedly last seen. Check out the news clip.
Family is asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kemani Latigue, and Alexis Means spoke with her family members today. Alexis, what are they telling you?
Great. The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help small businesses.
Well, Sasha, the Toledo Police Department, they went out and they talked to the grandmother today. The grandmother says the teen has never run away. She did not show up for school on Monday, and when you call her cell phone, it goes straight to voicemail.
I just want her to come home safely. I mean, she's not in trouble. She hasn't been in trouble.
This is a picture of Spring Elementary student Kemani Latigue. The teen has not been seen since Sunday evening after 10 p.m. Her grandmother says she came home from work and the door was unlocked.
It was Monday morning.
Okay.
And when I came home, she wasn't here. Of course, she was supposed to have been on her way to school, but according to the way that the house was set up, once I got here, because it was in complete disarray, she wasn't here. So I called the school so that I can talk to her, and they said that she wasn't there.
She says Kemani's keys were at the house along with her glasses. Her grandmother says the 13-year-old can't see without them. She also told me the stove was on and you could smell gas.
Other than her and I, it's just the two dogs in the house, so who cut it on? So that was kind of suspicious. Then her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room in the floor.
Her family had
A lot of it don't even seem to make sense. So you called her at school. Why didn't you call her cell phone? Does she not have a cell phone? You called the school, and yeah, that.
handed out flyers telling people if they see her to call police. The teen's grandmother says she's not the type of kid to run off.
She always calls me and asks me prior to going somewhere, can she go? She's a latchkey kid, so she has her own keys for the home. She has a phone just in case anything happens. She can contact somebody. She's very responsible.
Kemani's father says he saw his daughter late Sunday night after she called him afraid to be home alone.
I came over here because she said that if it seemed like somebody was trying to break into the house. So I sat for an hour, me and my cousin, we sat over here. And we left around like 12:30-ish.
The girl went missing from Elm and Bronson. Toledo police are investigating.
They came inside, they looked around, the officer requested to see her room, how it was set up and all of that, and she went through some of her things, but they didn't take anything.
And Toledo police say that if you know the whereabouts of this young little girl, to call Crime Stoppers. Sasham, back to you.
But then shortly after that news clip, authorities wanted to talk to Darnell again, and then suddenly he vanished. But then on March 24th, 2025, a little after 3 p.m., Kemani's mother, Tiara, said she hadn't been told anything about her daughter. But on social media, the local authorities, they had gathered around an abandoned home on Miami Street. And meeting them was the grandmother, Dorothy. Check out clips from this Facebook Live as they wait and see was Kemani coming out their house.
This is the mama right here. They will not even let her see the baby. But they on the news saying it's her.
When my kids' friends.
Toledo weird. We on Miami and what is this? I can't even see the street tip. Miami by the water. Woodmont. I'm trying to see what the this the mama. Oh, come over here by me, Mr. Nosy Toledo.
No, that's crazy as fuck.
Did that to your own grandbaby.
Own grandbaby.
Nigga, you told me I was supposed to be aborted and that you gave me life anyway, so I wanted to do something for you. I let you see your first grandchild come into this world, nigga, and this is what you do to her?
Joy, why ain't the granny crying? Right. My bad, Joy. I mean, I was trying to... Just press live. Don't even say shit. Just press it. Okay. Right on the... Why is it right there? Turn my Wi-Fi off. Turn my... You could turn that up. Why do y'all want ADC's body to be shown? That shit traumatizing.
First of all, we don't, but we want to know if it's...
Shut up, because we're not even going to read that. Let me turn this off. Let me turn the comments off. Okay, mama.
This is y'all insane. I'm not in the mood.
I keep trying to hit this Tito's that ain't...
Like, where is that? Where's that?
They right there. Yeah, me too. Yep, look at them, y'all. I'm showing everybody's face. Let me show y'all all these. All these. Oh, I ain't even gonna get on the police, because I swear to God, I want to get on them so bad, y'all.
What they do?
I'm showing all them ugly. Oh, they only... What? They got all these ugly...
Y'all better go grab that mom.
Oh my God. You guys, here she is. Here she is, you guys. Oh my gosh. Y'all poor baby. Y'all feel her. I don't get that. Hey, sis.
So sick. The hood's such a sick place. What I'm saying is like the family, you could tell they dysfunctional, but also it's some mental going on there, like trauma, the way the mother talking to the grandmother, like yeah.
Why they ain't locked her ass up? Cause she part of that shit too. Your own grandbaby.
No tears. Oh, that's your grandbaby now, right? No tears. You got your grandbaby now, right?
She called and confronted with me on the phone before she even got in here.
No tears.
How did she
No tears.
That shit crazy.
She needs to go to
right now in Chicago, bro. I've been on her days behind the scenes. Why would she even giving a statement right now, bro? Because she knows the city.
No, eventually the grandmother was apprehended. That might have been for the safety to get her out of that scene. We don't know if she was charged yet. But someone had wrote this. My mom lived right there. Literally, that corner house where everybody was standing is the house that I grew up in. The detectives came to her door asking if she had a camera. My mom identified the dad's vehicle. He put her there at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm so heartbroken from my understanding. They also have Dorothy on video scattering the baby's clothes. And excuse her grandma, I'm not sure myself. I'm assuming saying throwing the baby clothes in the Veer Park. But the last sentence mentioned, the grandmother is allegedly the one who called that the baby was in the house.
Trump is now in his first month in office, and we want to know how you think he's doing as president. You guys know how I think he's doing.
My daughter, there's no reason my daughter would ever be over here.
Today make a week she's been gone, and this is not right. We just want to get her home.
Praying for the best, but of course always prepared for the worst.
That was the family of 13-year-old Kemani Latigue. She's been missing for several days now. Earlier today, Toledo police discovered a body inside of a home on Miami Street in East Toledo. Police have yet to confirm it was her body, but according to the girl's grandmother, Kemani Latigue's body was found. Jeff?
As we continue to track this story throughout the day, WTOL 11 has also learned that the father of Kemani has been charged. His name is Darnell Jones. An arrest warrant has been issued for his arrest. Tonight, we have got live team coverage on this breaking news story. Silver Barker and Michael Sandlin have been looking into this story all day long. Silver joins us live from the home on Miami Street where that body was found. And Michael is looking into the case surrounding Kemani's dad. But we'll get to Silver first. Silver?
Yeah, well, Jeff, right here on Miami Street, there were a lot of people here earlier today trying to figure out what is happening as they were hearing the news that we were hearing of a body being found in this home. By the way, we know it's burned, but however, police tell us that it was burned before the body was found there, or was before this incident. We were here as well, of course, here on the scene earlier today waiting for information. We're still waiting for some information now. Now, while we have not been able to confirm with police whether this was Kemani's body, it was taken out of the house and sent to the coroners. Kemani's mother, Tiara Caston, who was here on the scene also, was either shown something by police or had a conversation which we believe was to confirm whether the body was her daughter's. Moments after the conversation or whatever was shown from police, we then see Caston drop to her knees crying. But as mentioned earlier, we have not been able to confirm whether this was Kemani they found. We spoke to a cousin of Kemani's prior to police finding the body, and she tells us this.
I don't want to go to assumptions, but at this point I feel like we're looking for a body and not a teenage little girl anymore.
Now, we do know that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there are more parts we're waiting to figure out and find out, which of course we will keep you guys updated as we learn more. Reporting live in East Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
Our team coverage continues. The one person wanted for Kemani's abduction is her father, Darnell Jones. And according to police records, he was last seen taking Kemani from her guardian's home without consent, possibly making him the last person to have seen her alive. Michael Sandlin, he's got more on the charges surrounding Jones, his background as well. Michael, how is Kemani's family reacting to the news of Jones's possible involvement?
Jeff, we caught up with Kemani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, and she says the feeling right now is betrayal. Now, we did some digging into Jones's past, and he does have quite the record. Now, looking back, we can see that he had previous charges for domestic violence, specifically an endangering children charge back in 2021. However, those charges were dismissed. He also had a felonious assault charge from 2017 that resulted in the victim being seriously harmed, and he was indicted on that one. Kemani's grandmother says this feels like a betrayal because despite his record, she truly thought Jones had stepped up to be a father for her, despite not even being her biological dad.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face like you was her dad, like you really had her best interests at heart. But where is she?
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kamani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So we're going to continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can. But for now, reporting in downtown Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.
We continue to track the latest in this story. As more information comes out, we'll make sure to keep you updated.
There you have it, fam. It's a crazy story. As more developed, I keep you guys updated. People are saying that he took his life, but that's not the case. That's not confirmed by authorities, and he may be just putting that out there. His wife, she haven't said nothing on social media. CJ, he hasn't been identified by authorities, and we don't know if any charges or cooperation is coming from him. I'm sending prayers to the victim, man. It's just 13 years old. They stole her life before it began. Rest in peace, princess, and love and condolences to your family. As we said at the very beginning, fam, it's unfortunate, but some kids lose the very moment they be brought into this world based on their situation. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. This was the story of a 13-year-old girl who was considered missing by her dad and grandmother. Turns out the dad was responsible. Went on the news 2 days later and now vanished as he's wanted for murder. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah. Sad situation. Um, I want to be able to.
Nobody.
I want to be able to look more into this story. Keep up with it because it still to me has not said too much of anything. I mean they are accusing the father, but I think it needs to be more like, why are you accusing the father? Because he was with her last. I mean, where is there any type of DNA? Is there, they're not really saying much, like, as far as how was her state? Like, how did it look when they found her body? Was she beaten? Was she suffocated? Like, what? It's not really saying much because if she was beaten or anything like that, it should be uh, DNA on her. It should be fingerprints. It should be, I don't think they're saying enough at the moment, and maybe they just can't. Um, but I would like to just keep uh in tuned with this story, to know a little more. I don't know if the father or the grandmother had something to do with it. It seems weird. Um, and then they said the father went on a run. If you didn't do anything, why are you running? You know, um, and it's just sad. Like, if he did have something to do with it, why? Why but then again, they said he wasn't the real father, so maybe that was the reason. Maybe he knew that that wasn't his real daughter, so he didn't feel nothing. Um, because it just seems really sick. If that's your blood daughter to be doing something like that, and um, yeah, just sad, man. We gotta watch out for each other, stay prayed up. Um, y'all get in the comments, y'all tell me what y'all think, and if you have any other information or um, yeah. But that's just my take on this. If I do get more information, I'll talk about it again. Um, but yeah, Highway Thinking TV, I'm out.